well, but he does believe that light blue ties are power ties, and they're not, because they've had white added to them. This, in fact, is the classic oxymoron, because this happens to be a very subtle pinstripe suit. I think those of you at the front can see the stripes here. Pinstripes are much more severe looking than a solid suit, because what do? They form rigid straight lines, which say the suit, who is rigid, is not going to bend. Now, you've heard that they're called banker stripes for good reason. Does anybody know why bankers like striped suits? It's in my book, and it's because they put figures in long, thin columns all day long. So they like the order. They like the idea that things aren't squiggly. Those figures are neat and tidy, aren't they? So if you're in the bankers club, the bankers boardroom, the bankers convention, you're really cool. You're one of the guys. But if you're out trying to increase your client base, then you might look like Mr. Stick Suit. So this is the most formal look of all, and there's the white shirt. We know that's the most formal look. And then he adds a going to the country club for dinner with my wife, or I'm from Palm Beach. So that's the kind of tie that is. It does not say out of town by sunset. It says, I'm not going to bang my fist on the table. Yes, question?
Yeah, Clinton's speech last night, he was wearing a lighter, I believe, a pastel tie. That's the ones you're speaking of. You would recommend it.
You see, Bush spawned that look. And
that looked really good on him with gray hair.
Well, it looks good, but if you saw him stand, and he were not already powerful, if you saw him standing next to somebody with a red tie on, you would notice that the red tie and that person just looked a little more sure of himself. So this tie says, I'm not going to be too threatening. If I were selling insurance and my client had a heart attack and died, and I had to call up his widow and say, I hope you will consider me first to invest that $20 million for you, I would wear this.
Outside of business, you have issues with
going to dinner with your wife,
pastel
going
ties
to
are
the
all right.
country club. For me, the summer tie is not washed out. It has bits of white in it. This makes it a perfectly good power tie in the summer. This has white in it, and it's darker than the clear red. I would say this makes it a summer tie because it's a brighter red than this one or this one. So think about light, bright colors, and this might be more of a summer tie just because it's bright like the summer season, and this would be perfectly good. Okay, so for me, if you're wanting to suggest, you can count on me. I have high credibility. I am a powerful person. I'm the expert. I don't think that baby pink ties like Donald Trump wore are power ties. And Donald Trump has always had an in-your-face stance, and we're going to talk about in-your-face look, which says, I can wear anything I want to. I've already got the power. I've already got the money. So when people are in that position, they very often do it. Bush has the power. And a lot of the politicians that are running right now already have power. They're in the limelight, so they wear it. And it's not going to hurt them as much. But if somebody's standing next to them, another candidate is standing next to them and consistently looks more powerful, it starts kind of weighing in, and you may not judge them